Crew, let's talk scale factor. Scale factor is K, K is scale factor, and there's a formula. It's image, which is represented by the new. Let's just say if we were reading a word problem, it would say triangle ABC has been dilated by a scale factor of 5. Okay, so creating a new triangle of A prime, B prime, C prime, yes, the primes, or dashed lines. Sometimes they don't have the dashed, sometimes they don't have the prime, and sometimes we may just need to read. And we will set that over the pre-image, which is the old, the original, or the solid line. All right, so let's just go ahead and take our side length from our image of 35. And let's set that over its corresponding side. Yes, it has to be the corresponding side. So if we did between A prime and C prime, well, that means we need to set that over between A and C, which is simply just, great job, class, 10. Does anyone know offhand 35 divided by 10? Great job, it equals 3.5. All right, I will take the proportion route to solve for x, and then I will show you how to utilize the scale factor. All right, so when we set up our proportions, we need to take a side from either the new or the old. All right, yes, I did it as new over old equals new over old. So that's the way we will write it today. But could you do old over new equals old over new? 100%. All right, so let's take our side of 35, and we will again set that over its corresponding side. Oh, so side over corresponding side of 10. Beautiful. Equals, now the reason it's blue over red equals blue over red, I want to show you that if we take the 35 and use it in the numerator, well, the other numerator has to come from that exact same triangle, which I'm just utilizing blue. So that's x, that's the other piece of information given, and we will set that over its corresponding side of, yes, 14. Great job. All right, from here, we simply just cross multiply. 10 times x gives us, class, great job, 10x. We will set that equal to, again, we cross multiply. Trying to get to my highlighter in light purple. There it is, beautiful. 35 times 14, we'll go ahead and put that in. What does that equal? 490, great job. And from here, our last step will be to divide each side by 10, giving us x equals 49. All right, so we solved for x. Yes, we did. And we also found the scale factor of 3.5. Now, here's the scale factor shortcut, which I always like to use, because you're doing the exact same thing. All right, let's just see how this works. So when I cross multiply and I see this fraction of 35 over 10, well, 35 over 10 equals 3.5 times, oh my goodness, because there's your x, 14. So if I'm solving for x on this triangle, well, let's take the piece of information that's given and let's enter it in the calculator. 35 divided by its corresponding side is 10. Well, we know that the x corresponds with the 14, so we can just take our scale factor and multiply it by 14, and what do we get? We sure do, 49. All right, let's try one in black and white. All right, so scale factor, again, is our image. Oh, new prime dash line. I see a dash line. All right. Ooh, there's an x in here. Do we really want to use df or d prime and f prime? No. So let's use e prime and f prime and make this as simple as possible. 9 over 54. All right, again, we will have to reduce this one. Equals 1 over 6. It does not want the percentage of, let's say, roughly 16.7%. So in our calculator, all right, if you're not comfortable reducing fractions, do me a favor. Put in our original, 9 divided by 54. So I'm going to hit the 9. I'm going to hit divided. Sorry, I didn't mean to slide that there. Then I'm going to put in our 54. I'm going to hit enter. Oh, there's my percentage I don't want. I'm going to hit math. Then I'm going to hit enter twice. Oh my goodness, look, it reduced our fraction to, yes, 1/6. All right, so let's solve for x. Well, we already have a proportion of 9 over 54. So we can set that up as 9 over 54 equals, well, remember, if our numerator came from our new triangle, our prime, or our dashed line here, that means the numerator on the other side also has to come from that, which is 12. And if we've used 9 and 12 and we've used 54, well, we have to set it over x plus 5. All right, so let's go ahead and cross multiply. Oh, what do we do here, Mr. Richards? Oh, okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put that in parentheses. That way I know I'm not going to get tricked. I'm simply going to distribute my 9 to x plus 5. And by doing that, we will multiply 9 times x, giving us, great job. Then we'll do 9 times 5, giving us, wonderful work, 45. Then we will set that equal to, and let's get that light purple out, 54 times 12, well, 54 times 10 is 540. 108 should be equal 648 in light purple. You can double check the calculator if you'd like to and call me out on it. That would be fun. From here, oh no, we just don't divide. Is x by itself determine the variable? No, it has the plus 45 hanging out. What do? Yes, minus 45. And what we do to one side, great job, class, do to the other side. So 9x, oh, get rid of it, equals 603. Now we can divide each side by 9. And let's go ahead and do 603 divided by 9, giving us 67. So x equals 67. Okay, now another way to use this scale factor. All right, well, if we know we're solving for this, well, let's take our 54 VF. So 54. And let's go ahead and divide it by its corresponding side of 9, which equals 6. Okay, well, 6 times 12 equals 72. Oh, but it was plus 5. Well, guess what? 72 minus our 5, if we did the opposite, would give us 67. But that's for a whole other lesson. So let's stick with this. Take this work, pause it, utilize it if you need to. Have an awesome day. Let's go.